previous outing, whenever he pulled that slow delivery, it was pitched up. This was way short. Easy for the batter to deal with it. A bit of misunderstanding, but no damage done as far as Pakistan is concerned.
Yeah, you've always got to be a little bit cautious around the better fielders, and certainly Marnus Labuschagne is one of those. Not only in the Australian cricket team, but in world cricket. Oh, a little bit of shape in. And then he squeezes it in the end, so Sadakar's off the mark. Both of the Pakistan openers away.
Yeah, he was player of the match in the previous outing. Got 4 wickets, slow one. It brings some effect for him. And he was the major factor behind that Australian win. The second ODI. Bowled really well.
Very good in Asia, 16 wickets at a good average. I think that's because the style of bowling. Amir, he's not a tall man by any stretch of the imagination. Average of 25.87 in Asia at a good economy rate as well. I think because of his, skiddy nature, tries to bowl stump to stump, and along with the odd short ball, but a couple of excellent slow balls that are well.
The bounce is inconsistent. It can be handy. Slow one again. Looking for 2. Not available. Good early call.
And Pakistan just got to try and take the sting out of the Australians early, you feel. Australia will be up and about at least for the first 10 overs, but if they don't get regular breakthroughs in that first 10 overs, then they should be reasonably safe. But there's no doubt the Australians will be all over them early. Oh, and chop pass, leg stump, and that'll be the first boundary for Pakistan, so an element of luck. And the first over down, 7 without loss.
Seems like he's not picking the line of the deliveries early, and that's why he's not getting into good positions. The second time lucky in this over. Inside edge. Picked up a boundary.
Australia have found it tough in Pakistan, just the one series going their way. In 88, long time ago. It's Cameron Green, who got hit for a few runs in the last game, but I actually was encouraged with the way he bowled. Shadab Khan got to him with a couple of sixes over cover, or towards long mid off, but he bowled good pace up around 140.
A bit of breeze blowing across. The conditions are slightly heavier. Maybe that is the reason why he's been given the new ball, hoping for the ball to do something in the air and also on the surface.
Bank Alfala's 1,100 plus branches. Open your current account to enjoy various free services and earn Orbit rewards. A conversation between the two opening batsmen. I think Farhan might have gone down to Mars Sadakar and just said there was a little bit of swing there, so just be careful. He is going to swing a ball. Cameron Green will be back into the left-hander. Oh, he's got after that. Another inside edge. won't get a boundary this time.
That's old-fashioned heel, wasn't it? Now playing the new ball, yes. The contemporary nature of the game is the batters need to dominate. The situation is such, he needs to mitigate risk. Sadakat.
Inglis just shuffling his field a little bit. He's strengthened the onside field. Down the leg side.
Looks like that injury he had while fielding Sadakat has some effect. That's why he's not picking up the line early. Inverex Solar Energy, Pakistan's most trusted brand.
Yeah, that's good pace. 141.5. Starting at 135. And as I said in the last game, I thought his rhythm looked really good. He hasn't bowled a lot in recent times. He's had stress fractures. Beautiful shot. Just stand and enjoy that.
A shot of the day, this one. That's for sure. It's independent of the left-handers. They see that line, they go for it. Although he was looking to hit the ball on the up, which is not easy on this surface, but pace was there. And that helped his cause. And what timing and what connection.
Good short one. That's hit him on the helmet, I believe, and that's going to go away as well. That'll be leg buys. Runs are coming for Pakistan. 19 without loss.
But back on radar. Now with saving pace. He was beaten for pace. He was not sure what to do with that delivery. Had an injury on his head earlier on as well while fielding. And now ahead on the helmet.
Well, he's in the wars today. Sadakat, this is the first one. Hits his head on the ground, then bang into the fence. So he would have had a concussion test of some sorts, and now he's out there batting and bang again. So, yeah, he needs a bit of love, the young man. So again, the doctor and the physio just came out, just did a couple of tests. Not sure if he changed his helmet or not, but it looks like he's passed that test and will continue on. Drags it back and they scamper back for 3. Good running.
always encouraging for a batter to time the ball and time the ball well, the way he did that, Sahibzada. Earned him 3 runs, and also he must have gained a lot of confidence with that stroke.
Well, the ideal start here for Pakistan. Fast start, already 22 on the total already. KFC's dip and drip moment is taking over the stands with the new Colonel's Secret Sauce. The fans out there, they are busy with their KFC.
Dinner time. Heading out of the trees. With those slow deliveries, Master Sadakat.
There's another slow ball from Nathan Ellis. That's the other thing that he does, especially on surfaces like this. He just will keep try and get that wicket. The full bag comes out. Here we go. Here's his 2 slow balls on the left there. That's the one that comes out the back of the hand. And the seam stays up. And then on the right-hand side is the fast off spinner. And that's the one that's troubled Babar Azam. On pace and gets the treatment. It's straight through the line. And another boundary.
Ever since he's been able to drive the ball on the up through offside, he's gained in confidence, and now he's picking up the line and length very early. And that's why he was able to decide how to deal with that delivery. Took the aerial route, a forcing stroke. Third boundary for Master Sadakat.
Just ran off the face of the bat. If you are looking for a royal lifestyle, Kingdom Valley is your destination.
Or create your own kingdom. That is the place.
Some early wickets, and it's that off cutter again.
But this is the peril. If you stay on the leg stump and on a delivery which is pitched up and shaping in, you try to play the ball square of the wicket, you leave gap between bat and pad, and that was more than enough for Alice to suffice. First blood drawn. Sahibzada Farhan has been removed. His contribution 6. Pakistan loses their first wicket on 27.
Australia get their first wicket, which brings Babar Azam, the 31-year-old, to the crease with an amazing record. 38 50s and 20 hundreds from his 143 games at a very impressive average. And that average against Australia is even higher. So he loves playing ODI cricket against the Aussies. And again, he will be the key wicket for the Australians. Matt Kuhnemann into the attack. Left arm orthodox. Yeah, just watch this ball jag back. Now, a genuine off spinner would be happy with that much turn.
Oh, lovely beauty. Yeah, after the initial movement, now that stroke was bereft of any footwork. He never tried to cover the line of that delivery. Oh, he likes to hit the ball through covers. Another nicely timed cover drive from Masadaka.
Yeah, 2 full from Kuhnemann. And you can just smother the spin. And again, the balance is spot on, as is the placement.
And he also made sure that he gets to the pitch of the ball. Full stride in. Outside. Wishful.
Miles outside the line. Be very surprised if they send this upstairs. They've got to know, surely. Yeah, and they won't. Good turn. Jags back, spins back, but well outside the line of off stump. Same thing, outside the line of off.
Plenty of overs get over the line. And that should be a reminder to Masadaka. He's played quite a few good strokes already. Got the start, Bendu Knight. It's 32 for 1 after 4.
Fast start for Pakistan in this run chase, although they have just lost a wicket. And it was this man, Nathan Ellis. And Masadaka has started very well. 22 off 18. Babar Azam. Who's got him out the most? Well, Nathan Ellis is up there with a few of them. He's got him out in the previous 2 ODIs in this series with that off-cutter that we just saw. I mentioned Babar Azam's average against Australia, Amir Sahal. 64, if you don't mind.
Very healthy. Well, this is how he was removed by Ellis in the second ODI with an off spinner. Is he going to do? Oh, Barbaras. The off spinner again. This one. Yeah, he did.
Got to be careful. Babar Azam, yeah, just suggesting to the non-striker. That was the off spinner, but he did go hard at it. As he bowled that off cutter again. He tried it, but it was too full. And Babar Azam's away. Well, Pakistan, KFC's all-new Mexinger burger. Let's mix it up. Well, the top spinner nearly went back to the bowler. So again, Nathan Ellis, just all the tricks in the bag are coming out early.
Looks like a committed fast ball. Ellis gives it all. There's a trier. And trying very hard to set it up once again for the spinners. Take control.
And he's got that sort of weird gather, hasn't he? He sort of starts his run up and gets about quarter of the way in and then gets both hands up above his head and a bit of a skip, and then he's bang into his rhythm.
What do you call it? Peculiar?
Here he goes. So he turns and there's a bit of a stutter, and then the arms go up and then he's away. Nicely played. 34 for 1.
Unique. The coaches urge you not to break the rhythm. He does otherwise. He gains rhythm with his last 6 strikes.
So Farhan is back in the sheds, made 6 off 7. But it's been Mars who's dominated the scoring so far. 22 off 21. Babar Azam on strike to Matt Kuhnemann. Sealing it off, slip in place. Time for the fans to enjoy cricket with Pakistan's own brand Tapal at the Tapal Tea Lounge. Tapal, the #1 tea brand of Pakistan. He hasn't quite got his length right yet. Matt Kuhnemann, who bowled, I thought, really well in the first ODI. I thought in the second one he wasn't quite as good. And just, as I said, a bit full so far.
He hasn't tried to spin the ball as yet. He's starting the ball in. Oh, this one. Better. Slower in speed. The surface did react to that.
See the revs. It's a lot of side spin on that delivery, but it grips the surface. And Barbara Azam does not drag that backward out of his crease. And down to mid-off for a single. Two fall again, and it gets the treatment.
It's 41 for 1. I tried to create confusion for the batsman by bowling over the stumps. This time around went around the stumps to the left-hander. But dealt with very nicely once again. Another cover drive from Mas Sadaka.
Barbara Azam versus spin. I mean, there's that question mark left arm. Generally off breaks is, I thought was his problem, but left arm wrist spin, 31.75. But look at the rest. I mean, it's just frightening.
See, mind you, not many left-arm spinners feature in ODI cricket. Or should I say, not many finger spinners. Vegatel mobile selfie moment in the crowd. And what a moment is this? Energizing, this crowd.
There's that delivery, well played by Barbara Azam. Well, she's still out of full house now here at Arthey Stadium.
Because he's a huge fan bowling in Pakistan.
Again, that same delivery, well played. Super Soft Premium Detergent Powder. Clean like a dream.
Very watchful Babar. He's looking at the ball very closely, playing it very late, making sure that he doesn't commit that mistake, which he did in the second ODI when he was cleaned up. given. Mas Sadaka think he's outside off. Goes upstairs.
TV Umpires Director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. Bowler's feet checked, it's a fair delivery. Spin vision, please. Just roll that back, please. Roll it through now, roll it through, roll it through. Roll it through. Keep it going, Alvin, please. Thank you. Clearly no bat involved. We'll go to ball tracking when ready, please. Ball tracking coming now. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets hitting. Kumar, you can save your original decision of out. On screen, signal now.
Kumar Dharmasena had no problems with that decision. Mas Sadaka is just walking across too much. Missed the sweep shot. He's gone for a breezy 27. 41 for 2. Bazigori, who's had a good series with the bat. Walks in Pakistan still require 117, but likely against the run of play. The off spinner into the attack and Mas Sadaka departs. Matthew Short has enjoyed bowling in Pakistan. A bit of a discussion where fielder is to be situated now. It's just gone to a deep mid wicket rather than a long on. There is a leg slip in place. Bazigori likes a sweep. Matthew Short round the wicket. Turns his leg side, gets off the mark.
The off spinner introduced to the left-hander and goes far too across. Misses the ball completely and wraps straight in front. Great on-field decision. Yeah, some local Aussies like that. Trying to make a match of this, not defending too many by any stretch Australia, but now have the opposition 2 down.
From round the wicket, the off spinner will keep that LBW in play. Ball is turning. A square leg gully. And a short mid wicket. You want Babar to hit down the ground, try and tear mid off or just past the bowler. Testing first over from short. Got a wicket in it. It's 42 for 2. PCB Live, catch all the live action and highlights of Pakistan versus Australia series there. Download the PCB Live app from Apple and Google Store or log on to live.pcb.com.pk.
Ellis hitting the bat hard. In that one bowler for Australia is just bowled that slow one really well, but also gets the ball to nip off the surface. That's what Australia are looking for. Back-to-back wickets right now to put on Pakistan. We saw that with the Australia innings. Once you get back-to-back wickets, it's a different ball game altogether. There's that slow one. Game on, day or night, whether you're playing under the sun or cheering from the stands, protect your skin with Rivage SPF 60 sunblock.
Nathan Ellis coming off a career best in the one. Australia over the line. It'll take something very special from him. But more importantly, he will need support from the other end. Adam Zampa yet to bowl. Cooper Conley in the side today, replacing Tanveer Sangha. They do have the bowling stocks, but they don't have a lot of runs. Only 116 more for Pakistan. And the informed duo in Ghazi Ghori and Babar Azam at the crease.
Walked away like that. Brilliant fielding. This is exactly the desperation Australia need.
Yeah, terrific effort. The ball was flying off the bat as he's rolled his wrist onto this one. A flick into the leg side. Renshaw does well. Great outstretched right hand and a shy in the stumps as well.
That's that slow one. Robert picks that one. It does turn. Well, the Tapal Tea Lounge, Pakistan's #1 tea brand. There's always a cup of tea ready there.
Well, just a mini meeting between Ghazi Ghori and Babar Azam. What do you expect from Nathan Ellis is to bring in those cracks on the surface into play. We saw him pick up Babar Azam in that previous game with one of those. It was a slow one.
Keeper now has got his helmet on and he's standing up to the stump. So make sure that Babar stays within that crease, doesn't stretch forward. So trying to make it uncomfortable and get that LBW into play. So one again turns back in. Great bowling. 43 for 2. Got to get them in young. A decent crowd today at the Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. Super Asia इन्वर्टर एयर कूलर, बर्फ जैसी ठंडी हवा सेविंग के साथ.
You see what Matt Short is trying to do with that leg slip in place, mid-wicket very close, and fielder just next to the umpire as well with that round the wicket angle. He's landing it in line with the stumps and hoping for Babar and Haas just turn it round the corner into that leg slip. So for the batters to carve anything through the offside, they will have to give themselves room or just open up that offside by giving themselves room by moving into the leg side. Also then brings the ball into play. Now then change of angle and a change of field. So a slightly squarish square leg fielder as Matt Short decides to go over the wicket again.
Yeah, this is the length he's after, just outside off stump, getting Babar forward. Attacking length and line from the off spinner. There is turn. You need to be spot on with your length if you're bowling just outside off stump. Puts it away. Get an easy single to a deep square leg. 45 for 2. Iman Aliaga, Abdul Samad, Shadab, Arafat Minnas batting to come. At the moment, he's under control. Babar taking his time. Tournament into the attack. Sabah. Beautiful delivery. Whenever the finger spinners get their length right, something does happen.
Now watch that seam position. Beautiful guile through the air, dip, and then just turns enough. And Australia pick up another. Babar Azam 23 deliveries, just the 4. Now long on onto the boundary.
Oh, lovely. Yet again, there's a shout. A delayed shout from Kuhnemann. Nissan Raza not interested. But again, that length. Bringing the batter forward, turn and bounce.
This is beautiful bowling. Now listen into anything, didn't pick up anything. Fresh air through, but very close to that outside edge. Maybe just setting up for the arm ball, the one that just stays on with the angle. A little bit of adjustment in the field. Mid-wicket now on the boundary. Square leg moves inside and close to the umpire.
Just too full, so worked away. A couple of balls ago, it close to the bat, but the bat just, as it rolled on, bat hit the ground. That was the noise. with Ghazi Gori. Ghazi Gori likes a sweep shot, so there's a deep square leg in place. Long on has come up. Now there's a little change with a short fine leg. Long on now going back. There's a short fine, probably for the top edge sweep. Does that well, just turns it into the leg side. Inverex Solar Energy, Pakistan's most trusted brand.
Yeah, Pakistan now have time on their hands. The asking rate under 3, so they're not rushed for scoring. Fielder inside the ring.
Oh, that is terrific. How has that missed? There is a conversation. Mana saying there was a noise. Will they go upstairs? Will they chance this? No, time's up. But what a delivery to end the 11th, 47 for 2.
How close was this? Very, very close. Maybe just the bat hitting that pad was whiskers away from the outside edge, and then very close to that off stump as well. So once again got the ball on a string here, Matt Kuhneman. He's asking the right questions. 47 for 2.
Three deliveries which turned and reacted off the surface. That last delivery, well, is as close as it gets now. And Matthew Short has a knack of picking up wickets. He's done that throughout the series. Can he get a wicket here just to break the partnership? These two bat well together. We've seen that.
Right then, let's see if we can get any confirmation. Last ball of the previous over, that is away from the bat. Clips the back high now. How close was that? Is this going on to hit the off stump? Just away. Just away. So in the end, you can call it a good decision from Australia not to go for the review.
Super Asia inverter air cooler. और जैसी ठंडी हवा saving के साथ.
I just feel there are singles on that leg side. Pakistan have the time. Australia searching for wickets. Maybe needed to bring one fielder in on that leg side. Ask for young Ghazi Gori to chance his arms, go over. Maybe provide the squeeze. Don't give away those singles. It's now 3 singles in that area. Long on his back as well. He keeps asking Josh Inglis from behind the stumps. Keep asking Matthew Short, do you want mid on up? Where do you want your fielders? Boundaries have dried up. It doesn't matter at this point. Ones and twos are more than enough. Maybe a little message from Andrew McDonald. Another close fielder in. So the helmet comes out. Looks like he will put the lid on and get very close in. Just where Ghazi Gori and Babar Azam have been turning the ball into the leg side. Can one go to hand?
Goes back, works it away, under control. Both Babar and Ghazi being able to just go back and turn the ball towards that leg side as the option of Cooper Conley. Another left arm spinner for their Zampa also waiting in the wings. You can't delay it too much because you've not got a lot of runs to play with. The only chance you've got is that you bowl Pakistan out. That one is thumped away. He's very good in that leg side, square leg to mid-wicket region. Game on day or night, whether you're playing under the sun or cheering from the stands, protect your skin with Rivage SPF 60 sunblock.
Oh,
53 for 2. Unaman again, that last over was right on the money with the ball turning and just beating Babar's bat. Goes again. Babar 1-2, he's just got that into the gap, offside.
Kuhneman versus Babar Azam in that previous over. Just outside the off stump. Once again, just in line with that fourth stump. Brings it at even time on the stumps. Beautiful drift and dip and turn.
That's slightly too short and Babar just shocks back and with the flick of the wrist gets his boundary.
38 deliveries since the crowd had to cheer for something. A rare short delivery hit into that leg side for Babar Azam, who picks up his first boundary. A bit of a laboured, subdued innings given the surface. Being extra careful here, Pakistan 13 of 30. Only required 99.
It's nicely bowled again. Very difficult to land it on length time and time again, but whenever he's been able to land it just in front of Babar, it's been difficult. Maybe it's time for Zampa. Putting around is not limbering up, but maybe it is time for your lead spinner to come and try and make an impact. Partnership 19. Oh, beautiful, huge appeal, Ethan Rother. Yes, this time Kuhneman. It is not Babar, but Ghazi Gori.
And reviewed after consultation with Babar Azam. So let's have a look. Looked very, very straight this.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. Bowler's feet checked, fair delivery. Spin vision, please. It doesn't look like it's any batty ball there. We'll just confirm with Aldridge, please. Aldridge coming up now. Keep that going through, please. Oh. Yeah, there is a spike as the ball is next to the bat. Going to go back to Hassan on field. Hassan, going to get you to overturn your original decision to not out. Stand by. On screen, signal now.
and it saves Ghazi Gori. They looked absolutely in front. With just that little murmur as the ball passed the bat. That's done for that. Ghazi Gori trying to smash this mid-wicket. Kuhnemann finally has the wicket.
Well, no reviews required for that. The inexperience, the youthfulness in that shot. Well, you couldn't have scripted this better for Kuhnemann. He, in his wildest imagination, would have not thought that Ghazi Ghauri, after that great review, would have a blind swipe. And the youngster just did that. Only the 8 in this third game, 60 for 3 Pakistan.
Salman Ali Agha. Pakistan losing the third. Wonderful record, 43 as an average. Right rate 96, but this is a situation where he need to pull out his defensive batting skills and also skills against spin. Interesting passage of play. Ghazi Ghauri surviving in LBW with the DRS with a slight outside edge, and then had a huge heave-ho and got cleaned up. Right now, Australia sensed something, so Zampa into the attack. Now trouble is Coach Mike Hesson. Concerned faces. Zampa to Babar. He's got a slip and quite a close mid-wicket. Drives it through the offside. That's a single, but that previous over, Kuhnemann applying the pressure, got one to turn, but quite a strange shot. Ghazi Ghauri after having survived a DRS with a slight outside edge. Salman Ali Agha.
I just look at the sequence of events leading up to Ghazi Ghauri's dismissal. Yes, Matt Kuhnemann bowling a brilliant spell, and in particular to Babar Azam, who was finding it extremely difficult to get him away. There was that one short delivery that Kuhnemann bowled at Babar Azam, put away to the boundary. Rightly uppish, so asking the right questions. Babar Azam had a few plays and misses, and this is how Ghazi Ghauri survived this. He knew it off the bat. He asked Babar Azam, took that review, and then, wow, difficult to describe that. You look at Babar Azam's innings, it's 15 of 34 now, a strike rate of only 44 with the one boundary. Now, the understanding of the total with Pakistan requiring 2.6 runs in over, Babar, in his experience, knows there's no hurry. The surface also not a fluent surface in terms of scoring opportunities, but the youngsters succumbing under the pressure. Ghazi Ghauri maybe found it a tad bit overwhelming that the runs had dried up. It was 6 overs when that first boundary came, and again they did dry up. Maybe just a steep learning curve for the youngster.
Testing surfaces, the ball not really coming on to the bat, so you have to really apply yourself and give yourself that opportunity to bat through an innings, give yourself time. Now, even Salman Ali Agha, he's not had a great series so far. His 2 scores, 6-7.
You did not. But Baz, you just did not do that. 6-7 for all youngsters out there. 64 for 3.
Australia fighting back. I don't know how you'd interpret this knock from Babar Azam. 16 A's of 36. I can understand the value of staying at the crease, but it's also about getting some pressure off Pakistan. It's a bad ball, put away. That's more likely to pick the length up very early, and so that's smashed into the fence.
Every boundary hurts the Australians, and it got exactly what it deserved. He tried to bowl a different delivery, one with the scrambled seam. It's way too short.
And somehow it's got to do that. More curve and 5 into this innings. Babar Azam has been rather quiet, and so that has meant pressure on Pakistan, because if he flows and flourishes and the pressure is off, he's got such good technique. I think he's steadied himself going to play out the innings, you know, go out, not out, maybe a 60 not out or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely, Ramiz. I think he's taking the responsibility of trying to get his team home. It's one of those surfaces where the wickets column can move very quickly. You know, it feels like, you know, the batters are in control, and then all of a sudden there's one breakthrough, then there can be really 3 or 4 that happens quickly.
As was the case in the Australian batting performance. Ellis could be the go-to guy maybe in the next couple of overs, because he's been provided Australia with breakthroughs. That was the case in the last game. Came in and uncoupled the pair. I remember it was, he broke the partnership quite a few times actually. 70 for 3. Ellis has bowled 5 overs, 1. Zampa has bowled 1. Got with the quickish off spin is the wickets column again.
Interesting that Adam Zampa just had the one over. Short back into the attack, but yeah, Adam Zampa just the one over spell.
He's not looked to drive against the spin to short, so maybe let him go for that adventurous shot. Give him a clear path towards the offside. He's quite keen really to play everything with his wrist towards the leg side against the off spinner. Once again, moving across the stumps, trying to play with the spin, so that short cover fielder can be removed. They've got a deep point, and that's for the shorter length from short. But that short cover fielder can toy with that, maybe get him at limit off.
I really think, Ramage, the next 2 or 3 overs will determine the outcome of this game. I think if they can get Babar Azam out in the next 2 or 3 overs, I think it's game on. But if not, Pakistan should win this easily.
End of the 16th, 71 for 3. And we'll have a little pause here for quicks. is a bit low on form, but he's an excellent player of spin bowling. Can play all kinds of shots, the sweep shot and the inside-out drive over cover. Whilst power can be reined in, Salman Ali Agha on a good day can be devastating for the opposition. Right, the appeal for bad before bat. And the DRS timer is on.
Not going upstairs. Let's just have a look. That's why. It's going straight out the middle of the bat. Adam Zampa thought that it may have hit him on the toe. Clearly not.
You can certainly bowl for a cotton bowl on this surface as well, because if you break your wrist and look to play a little earlier than required, you can get holed out. Cotton bowl. Quicker ones put away, not entirely out of the middle of the bat. They pick up 2 runs, so anything short has got to travel.
Yeah, we've spoken about that Australia need quick wickets. Well, I think also, on the other hand, Pakistan, it just needs someone to come out and get 20 or 30 runs fairly quickly, and they'll just ice the game. Let Barber do his thing at the other end.
Quicker one. Umpire is not moved, probably going down the leg side. Yeah, ever so slightly. There's more angle on this one, so may not get it in their favor. Australia close, but not close enough.
Yeah, I think they know it. They've run out of time anyway, but it just didn't straighten at all. All it needed to do was just turn a fraction, but if it did, it may have hit the bat, but it just slid straight on, and I think that was an excellent decision.
Very tight. And, Salman Ali Agha very lucky in not being out. Once again, same line this time, a little bit more spin and purchase of the surface. Excellent over. 73 for 3.
Yeah, just confirmation. It was definitely pad first, but if anything, sliding past the leg stump, was it? Or was it just nicking that leg stump? So if he had given it out, it would have stayed. So, yeah, high margins.
A lot of interest in this series decided. A lot of people have come. That is slowly drifting Pakistan's way. 73 for 3. That's a good feel because most of the angles have been created through the leg.